Hey guys, and welcome to Monday. Do you hear that noise? That is the sound of the lawn guys here mowing the yard because spring is here and the grass needed to be mowed. And it's really weird because it was like 70 degrees over the weekend and today we had snow this morning. Yay! It's warmed up a little. It's not as frigid as it was earlier, but it's still pretty cool outside. But I'm pretty sure also I want to mention that Saturday and Sunday's videos were like combined into one, so there'd be like two vlogs in one kind of deal. Because I filmed on both days, but I did not have enough time to finish anything because I got caught up in other things. Because I have another problem that occurred yesterday evening. I'm not entirely sure, but yesterday afternoon, when I came home from going to the store and getting lunch and everything, I came home and I was going to work on the project, the bench, and when I walked in the house, I was like, it smells like spray paint a little, and I went downstairs, and in the basement, it smelled really strong of like, almost like spray paint, and I was like, what is spray paint down here? There's nothing down here. But there's spray paint cans down there, but they're full and they're all sitting together. So I'm trying to figure out where this smell is coming from, and it continued all night, and last night into today. Today it still smells pretty strong, like a spray painty smell. That's really kind of gross, to be honest. And I don't know didn't know what it was. Still not entirely sure I know what it is. But I went downstairs into the basement and was sniffing around. I think it's the deep freezer. I'm not entirely sure. Also, just gonna throw this out here. I had a horrible deja vu moment just now. Completely horrible deja vu. Like, I'd said all that and done all that while videoing myself all before. So, I don't know what that means, but if you know, you can interpret it down below. Either way, the smell was atrocious. The deep freezer apparently has stopped working. I'm not sure if the plug was burning out or what, but it's causing that smell. I'm kind of leaning to the freezer maybe leaking coolant, and that is the smell that I'm getting, but I'm not entirely sure. All I know is the deep freezer has not been working for a while apparently, because I cracked the lid. Ugh. It was disgusting. The smell is atrocious. It's gross. It's nasty. So I get the joy of cleaning that up and getting the deep freezer out of the house at some point. Don't know how or when that's going to happen. But I got to get it out of the house so that I can dump it and clean it. Because I don't use the deep freezer. I'll just say right now, the deep freezer, can't remember the last time I actually put a food item in there. During my 4th of July party, I would store ice in it. But that was about it. I mean, it really doesn't serve a purpose. It was just there. There was some food in it, like frozen dinners and stuff down there that had been in there for years. I'm one of those people. You know, you put it down there and you forget it and you just don't ever use it. And so, yeah, everything that was in there has obviously festered for who knows how long. It's not been working. Because the deep freeze is actually in the corner of the basement, which I don't go. So I don't know how long it's not been working properly. And so I don't know if maybe it was not sprung a leak or maybe it sprung a leak all of a sudden, but it's not been working right for a while. I don't know. It just smells really bad. I accidentally opened just the corner just to see if it was still cooling. It was horrible. It was horrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I just want to burn it. I want to set it on fire, but you can't do that. So I may have to get an exorcist because I may have to start charging it rent pretty soon because I'm starting to think it's taking on a life of its own. Yeah, it's going to be disgusting. And I may lose my lunch over it because I'm not really good with gross stuff. So, yeah. But this weekend's videos were kind of lame, I know, because, I mean, all I did was work on the bench and sleep. I did go to the movies. You did see that I went to see A Wrinkle in Time. I had been really excited to see this movie. I didn't read the books before, but I was super, super stoked to go see The Wrinkle in Time. I love all Disney things. You guys know that. I love Disney pretty much everything. Some of their worst films, I've stuck by them and I still love them. You know, Haunted Mansion is one of my top films, because it's Haunted Mansion, of course, but It's also one of my top films because I found it funny and cute and quirky and interesting. So I thought it was pretty decent, but a lot of people hated it. Um, A Wrinkle in Time is to me worse than The Haunted Mansion. Um, I was not a big fan of it at all. It was visually, it had some really cool visual moments that I thought were really pretty. There was some scenery elements that were really nice. There was some moments that I thought were really cool, and the story was kind of like I got they were driving home the message behind it, but to me it lacked a lot of. There was a kid walking through my yard. The lawn guy brings his kids and they help pick up sticks and stuff in the yard. But yeah, so to me it was lackluster all the way around. I really, really could not see me rewatching it even if I bought it on the $5 bin. I mean, I'd buy it and put it in my Blu-ray collection, but that would be about it. It really had nothing stand outish for me that I just have to see it again. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm conflicted because I really love most Disney movies. And Oprah was in it, and you thought, okay, Oprah is going to be awesome. You see some of those other characters in it, and you're going to be awesome. And yeah, it was not. I don't know. I went in expecting more, and I came out with less. I'm not saying you shouldn't go see it because everybody has their own opinion, and my opinion is my own. But I personally would probably not go see it again. I would say if it's expensive for you to go to the movies, I would say save your money and just get it on Blu-ray and rent it or something on iTunes or whatever, because you'll probably be just as content there. Spending $8 for as many people to watch it versus $8 or more a person. So, yeah. That was my thought on that. So, it's been a busy Monday. Monday is always busy, and time change happened last night, so I'm really tired and running behind. But this weekend I get to go out of town. This is the weekend I get to hit the town with my sis. So, we're going to be hitting the open road, sort of, in separate vehicles. We're going gambling, and we're going to have some good times. So, yeah. Either way, I'm going to stop recording now and go back to my day and continue on with my evening. I doubt I'll have any more video to insert, but if I do, it'll be right here. Otherwise, I'm wrapping this day up. I'm going to put on some earphones because I can't tolerate all this mowing sound. I will see you guys on the other side. Till tomorrow.